Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and more Blood and Plunder here as we work our way through more of the Dutch commanders. Today we got another interesting one, and that is Jacob Binckes, 30-pointer, and unlike a lot of the other Dutch commanders we've looked at where they can actually be in multiple factions, even some that would be considered other nationalities, here he's just purely for the Dutch Navy, so obviously we're going to be focused on naval combat mainly with him. That's where he'd probably be the most effective. So let's see if he measures up here, because we are investing a lot of points, right? If we take him, 30 points is definitely on the higher end of most of the named characters, right? Brace of pistols and standard melee weapon, so checks the boxes there. Super command range of 16 inches and that awesome third command point do make that very well worth it for now. Let's take a look at the special rules as well. We got inspiring, always a great one, right? Don't leave home without it. That's going to keep us in the fight longer. Expert broadside. Now, most of these naval commanders have broadside, but expert broadside is just really, again, the better version of that. We've covered that a fair bit. But again, the key thing with broadside, especially in this game, for those who are maybe a little bit newer and just kind of getting their feet wet with Blood and Plunder and wanting to take on those naval battles, we can certainly damage the enemy ships all day long and gradually just put them in a worse spot, and maybe then get to the point where we're sinking them. But one of the best ways to deal with enemies, if we can start getting crits, which will cause all kinds of fun damage and really debilitate them, like fires, floods, ruining their ability to steer, perhaps destroying their rigging, maybe even a mast or something like that, right? Which can really just kind of permanently put the enemy ship out of commission without having to really fully go through and just do every last point of damage that's required, or just put us in such a position where they really can't fight back effectively, and then we can just kind of deal with them at our leisure and in the best possible conditions, right, with ideally not losing much or any of our own forces. So broadside in any shape or form is great. And then Commodore, to round things out, especially if we're going to be running more than one ship, is just a great combination of abilities here. So certainly higher points cost. We're not going to be playing this in small games, but for those larger games, and if we're for sure just going to be on the water, really good commander for that. Now, obviously, if we take him out of his element and deploy him on land, it's not going to be as effective of a commander, right? We still get the huge command range and inspiring, but obviously broadside and Commodore won't really be of use if we're purely playing on land. But yeah, if you're going naval battle and you know that, definitely a good one to invest in. Let us know, guys, if you have run here Jacob Binckes and your overall thoughts on fielding him. What typical size games have you played with him, and what kind of ships are you bringing to the battle? Hit us up in the comments there. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll have more for you soon. Thanks for watching.